so I'm just doing a quick recording before I go to bed. I traded earlier in the London session, and this is just a follow-up. I just followed up with the non-farm payroll release. You can see that happening right here. And pretty much, I want to see the reaction of what price is doing. So pretty much it broke out to some daily highs, and it just quickly reversed back into the range. So as price is reversing back into the range, I'm looking for some potential move to the downside to continue this downtrend, or this is just an impulsive wave back to the range. As of right now, it's a little late for me to look for an entry down, so I'm looking for a slowdown and a possible reversal to the upside as price starts to normalize back into the range. I'm not too impressed about this drop because there was no time for me to hop into this, and this is a big red flag, so I'm going to mark this on up as a very, very sharp move, and it could be a good sharp move. It all depends on the pullback, so just bear with me for a couple of minutes while I get this sharp move set up and ready. I'm going to continue to monitor this for a few minutes, and I'll let y'all know. So this is a little pullback. I'm just a little concerned about this one, but 503, 509. I don't really want to take this sell, so I'm just gonna wait. So anything that does not look too well, I'm just gonna sit on my hand because I have all the time in the world to trade, and if I don't get the right opportunity, I'm gonna stand aside. All right, let's see. want to see how bulls are doing right now. It's been a very strong downtrend. I want to do a measurement. Pull up my measurement tool, and it went down about 34 pips. So to me, that's very strong, but I still need to see some more momentum to the downside before I consider this sell. Just like 2-3 pips lower than the current price, around 507. That's where I'm looking to take a potential sell, and I'm in. So I need to refresh the page because the trading view is definitely slow, but I am in the order. Show y'all where I put my stop loss, take profit after these advertisements are away. Stop loss is going to be set at 5.9 pips, and I'll be going for about 10 pips. So it says 16 right there, 11 pips. And if this does knock me out, it's a red flag. It's indicating the price may start reversing back into the old range, and I'm gonna mark that up right now. Old range is pretty much around 1.0518, and my target is sitting down below some old stops from before non-farm payroll. Let's just see if price wants to normalize and get back down there today, or if we do see a bullish surge. Looks like it might go on up to my stop. As I said, if it does, it's completely fine. So that's a stop out. -1R. Explain this in a moment. All right, so I'm now looking for a price to go on to the upside as it's showing me bullish signs. Like I said, the downtrend wasn't really a trend, it was more of an impulsive wave down. It's probably reaction to the highs of the day being rejected, but no need to fear. It should give plenty of opportunity to the upside now. Just give it a few minutes. So I'm no longer interested in lows and sells. Even if price does hit these lows of 1.050 again, seems like a psychological area that it wants to stay above. So let's just see. This is a strong bull move. I'm gonna mark this one on up. 15 pips and counting. So this is a very nice trend to the upside. I did take 1 hour loss, but I'm ready to take another. So there's also red flag news at 10 o'clock. So that's in about 8 minutes. I'm gonna see what's going on here. I'm not gonna take this buy here. It's kind of quick. If I can get a move before the 10 o'clock news, it doesn't really show that on the calendar. Actually, it does. ISM services, so see what it does. Not taking this sell, even if it drops lower. Just to me, it's a little sketch, but I may take a long. I may be able to squeeze long if it goes on higher than this past minute. Seeing what it does. Got my fingers ready. Might take it on up a good 8 to 10 pips. But if it does start dropping down past the past 5 minutes, I'm going to consider this a choppy range, and I'm just going to set aside until after the news. And it's currently 10:53 p.m. here in China, so it's kind of late for me. So I'm very tired. I traded during London session, and see, I took a couple little potential orders, but it was chopping around for the day. Oh, might get my order right now. I'll get my order filled. Okay, this next bar is nice. Let me see what it decides on doing. Does it want to go on up or down? That's my question. Looking at it tick by tick. Trading view only allows me to go down to the 1 minute, but this looks like a potential move. Hasn't really broken any highs of the past few minutes yet. That's what I'm looking for. All right, it's pushing. All right, I'm long. And yeah, I'm just gonna run this. If it doesn't go, then I'm just gonna stop out for the day. So I'm risking 509, 517, 6 pips. I'm gonna go on to the highs right there, 530. Just give or take, just take it up to recent highs. See if it shoots back into this old range. It's kind of still hanging on outside of that old range, which is why I'm a little sketch, but I'm definitely not bearish on this unless there's a strong push. I was going to explain earlier the trade, so price was pretty much in a range for the vast majority of the day. I took some forecast. It did go on down, and then it kind of just consolidated right before U.S. Open, and so I took some trades, but I had trailing stops because my entries was right here. Stop was lower, trailed it up higher. Same happened. I shorted it, trailed it because the price wasn't going nowhere, and yeah, here I am for my real, trade for this video. So pretty much a break-even afternoon for me. This one goes though. It's minus 1 hour, but I'm going for a 2 hour right now. 13 pips, and I'm risking 7.4. Let me make that actually 2 hour right there. So you can see 16 now, so it's a little bit over 2 hour, like 2.1 hour. I'm gonna trail my stops aggressively as it goes in my favor. If it continues on up, if it doesn't, like I said, I'm gonna call it a flop. No man's land. Looking at as it drifts back down. It's giving invalid signals. That's a red flag. Nah, I don't really like this. 10 o'clock news is coming, so the next few minutes, the high impact news might be the cause of this. It's kind of in between going down and up right now, but that Reddit photo news will impact the price, so we're gonna watch and see in real time. If it is high impact, I do suspect it to get higher. Trim my stop along the way. I don't like to trade news anyway, so I'm gonna get out. Yep. So got 2R, minus 2R. Just wait for news. Update you in a moment. It's probably gonna go on up, but stop me out because of the news. Price can go anywhere. It's very volatile during news events, so I don't like trading news. I would be out anyways and wait until after the news. So let's see what the news does. See what the figures are, and then we'll continue trading. Try to make this back. 1 minute before the news. To me, it's still in a bullish sentiment unless the lows of 1.0500 is broken. So let's give it some time. A lot of people are racing to the news. Nice. So that would have hit target, but like I said, I don't trade the news. It would have hit me exactly to my target. Y'all seen that. But this is what happens in news. You don't really get in at the right time. It stops you out. And it does this. And now what it's telling me is it flickered directly back into the old range, and that's not good. It's saying that today may be a range bound day, even though we have some high impact news. So what I'm gonna end up doing is actually just waiting a couple of minutes, because there might still be a potential move depending on the next few minutes. If not, I'm gonna close this up, and that's why I'm on my paper trading and not my live today, because I traded live earlier. I caught some wins, but it was choppy. It's actually show you right here, Italian bank holiday, and that means it's a European bank holiday, and therefore it's low liquidity and irregular active volatility. It says it right there. So I don't really know what Epiphany Day is, but whatever y'all want to do, it's an epiphany, right? What an epiphany. Look up that, Google that word. But this is the epiphany happening right now. I'm just gonna wait, like I said, a couple minutes. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. So if it doesn't give me any moves in the next 5 minutes, I'm logging out. It's very bullish though, extremely bullish. So my only concern is that just don't really know. It's like a mean rejection of the highs of 1.0540 ish, 1.0535. It just kind of popped up and rejected those highs. So just marking this down, take a note, seeing if this hits the next highs or if it's starting to weaken. It starts to weaken around these highs. I'm going to look for some sells maybe. But now I should be clear of the news. I'm assuming this was high impact for USD. Positive news. Let's just refresh the feed. And nope, it was negative. So that's probably why it shows a rejection. I'm definitely more bearish. This is another one of those impulsive waves up. So there's nothing really to take just yet. And you don't want to chase price. See if it continues this move. All right, so it's broken those highs. I want to see if it continues on up. If it does, I may go long. Now looking at these lows right here, 1.05264. That's my target area for some shorts. To me, it's a little too large of a pullback. Don't want to enter long just yet. It's a little too early for price to start pulling back after that bullish run, so I'm a little concerned about that. Not too sure if this is really that strong. I'll mark off these highs so y'all can see. All right. Let's see price react to these highs. Does it want to break or is it going to fake? It's a nice little trade right there. Ooh, I'm a little late, but I definitely like that trade. Yes, sir. 9 pips, I'm gonna take it on up, maybe 20, 25, and I'm gonna trail this. So this is like a 3-to-1 right here. But y'all seen this in real time. I kind of waited for this move. Let's see if it follows through or if this is just a trap. I'm gonna trail my stops very aggressively on this. This should make up for my losses earlier. This is not a real count. Not today, not right now. Just because I already got my real trading out for the day. And because it's a European bank holiday, I'd rather just practice instead of risking real money on a bank holiday. It's just the smart thing to do. But I am looking to trail this aggressively any moment because I don't want to give up these profits. But I'm not yet ready to do that because if this is large enough, this should continue on. But I don't want to move anything because I don't want to disrupt the path of this. $48 pip run, not bad. I do suspect this to continue on up. It's broken daily highs, showing some strength. Let's see what this is going to give. Maybe get into another order. Nope, this is very strong to the downside. Right. Hits my stop. There we go. We got the range that I was looking at. I was a little iffy about taking this trade, but I'm gonna see a follow through. Sellers coming out just as strong as a buyer, so that's not good. It's a really deep pullback. Gonna move my stop loss close to break even at this point. This is a very, very, very large rally. Finally starting to see some movement into the markets, which is awesome. Yes, all right, moving this stop loss on up to break even, close to it. Now I'm risking 5.6 pips. I'm gonna trail this a little bit more, so 5. 22 pips still. Like I said, I'm trailing this aggressively, so let it climb on up. Nice. Bringing it to break even. Pretty much anything dumps below here, I'm getting out. Not holding any empty promises. So 0.5 pips is what I'm risking. Like to see a clean follow through up. Because of volatility though, I'm gonna bring it back down just a little bit to 5.8 pips. Because it's a very volatile market right now. And so I don't want stops to get hit too early while it's on its way up. But I do suspect the continuation of this bull move for the pretty much the remainder of this next few minutes. You can see it's cleared up. two little losses I had. Trail on this aggressively. Now I'm gonna collect at least 2 pips while it's on its way to my target. To pull out my measurement tool. Just see how large this bar has been. 15 pips, all right. Expect it going up at least another 20 or so. So yeah, I'm getting out right before it does hit this little barrier I have set. So see how good I do, y'all. So this is not live, but this is in real time still. 2 break-even trades pretty much earlier. Had 2 small losses. Lost about 10, 11 pips total right there. I'm currently going for 22. So you can see this working out. All right, awesome. Move this, trail this very aggressively now. Gonna collect 4.7 pips. And yeah, this is the move, y'all. You've seen it in real time. I got stopped out because of news. It was right before news, but yeah, this is it right here. I'm gonna trail this. Actually want to close out soon. Collect 38 USD. 42. 44. Nice. Directly to the target. Hanging out. Let's bring this on up. Trail it, trail it. Trail it closer. There we go. I'm in, I'm out. So 2 losses, 1 huge win, and this made up for my losses by a ton because let's just do the math before I'm out. This was the entry right here on this bar. I tried to short it. It didn't go. That was about 4.9, about 5 pip stop loss, as you can see. And then I had another trade. I tried to go long, and it did not go, but it did trigger me in. Can't see that in 1 minute. Try to go long right there. Went long on this bar. Right around here, and it triggered me out right there. So let's just do the math. So 5 pips plus. Another 5 pips. So that's about, this is rounded to 11 pips risked. And then I just collected a massive rally. Entered right around here. Got in a little late. Risked 11 pips, but I collected 28 pips. That's almost 3 to 1. So I cleared up my 2R loss, and I just made an additional 0.8R. So my P&L for this video is 0.8R. And that's it, y'all. This is another video. This is, like I said, right before I go to bed. I did not want to take live trade because it's, to me, it was a bank holiday, but because we have the high impact US news, it did continue on, and I did manage to just trade this day just to want to show y'all, you know, the skill set is still there. I made up for my losses in front of you, and I also showed some one win made up for those losses. That last loss that you seen was the result of news at 10 o'clock. Normally the price does stop you out, so if I did not take that trade, that would have been a 1 loss, and this would have been I would have been a 1.8R for the day. So just something to avoid. And then this move along right here, I kind of suspected something was happening, but I did not know there was 10 o'clock news. I would have just avoided this entire thing and took 1 trade. But yeah, that's it, y'all. You've seen the entire transparency. I explained these trades earlier. Just chopping around. I just trailed my stop, got out real quick. You know, did the same here, got out real quick. And then yeah, this is the day. This is practice, and I'm gonna run it back tomorrow. I'm proud of myself for making it through this day. Overall, a good London session. The video is in my last link, but you can check it out. I'm gonna leave the link at the end of this video. And yeah, just have a great weekend. Welcome back to the markets. We starting up again. And yeah, I'm out. Daily P&L right here.